Good morning, everybody. Happy Easter to everybody. I did do a live stream, but I didn't like the direction it was going. Because some things that were bothering me were starting to come out, and I just said, you know what, I can't have this out here. So I shut it off and deleted it to have a fresh start here. Luckily, only 8 people seen it. So I want to talk about channel support, like literally, what can I do if I want to stay here on YouTube? What can I do for you guys to make the content better? Or is it the thumbnails? Is it my titles? Is it just me? Do I because I stutter sometimes or something? I'm not the best speaker. I mean, what is it? Is it because I'm showing my face now? Or should I go back to like not showing my face or whatever? Because, literally my last 13 videos in a row have been really, really bad. Been really, really bad. Okay. And I want to correct the problem. I'm trying to be as proactive as possible, as positive as possible about a bad situation. I don't know if it's just maybe people are watching something else, like say that they're watching a lot of the news. They're focused on sort of those world events more than they are on the coin collecting side of things, or what. I don't know. I kind of feel like literally I'm wasting my time right now. If I do a video and I wake up the next morning and there's 100 views, which is really oddly low, and it keeps happening, it how does it make me feel? Like this is a bad video. I don't want that on my channel because it shows how horrible it's going, how sideways it's going. I don't want to see that. Okay? Hey, what's up? Looks like your unboxing comments on the YouTube. What about my unboxing? I haven't done an unboxing in a long time. The coin shows, yep. Yep, they do pretty good. But I can't do that every day, you know? Um, I did that 1878 video because a lot of people, when I was talking on YouTube or on live streams, people are like, why don't you do that anymore? I basically told them, I'm like, because they tank. They don't get the views. It's a niche subject and nobody cares. That's what happened last night. I did that video. It was brilliant. I mean, there are coins out there that are worth 600, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 bucks out there. Why did you do the video on something that you're trying to buy? Because that wasn't my intent. Okay, I really don't care about that coin. It's cleaned. Okay, it's over 500 bucks right now. It's being bid like crazy. It's not. It was going that way before I even did the video. Just to be honest with you, I'm not gonna buy from eBay. Okay, I've learned my lesson not to buy. You buy stuff on the computer, you can't tell what you're looking at. You really can't. The lights and the photographs, I know that. Somebody that buys that, it could be a problem with that coin. I've seen, as a matter of fact, I'm looking for large cents. Oh boy, there's a lot of fake ones out there, and I don't know a lot about large cents. I got a couple right here. Beautiful. I know that's real. Okay. I go over there on eBay and I'm like, oh, the guy's from China. It's like some Yingxin, some guy, whatever. I'm like, I don't think that's a real coin. It was like $30 for a coin that should be worth 600. That kind of is a red flag. I was really looking at it hard, looking for tooling marks, and the photographs, again, not high def, nice clear pictures. And I can see the fuzziness around the devices in the field, which tells me it was copied. And I do swear I can see tooling marks. Really got to look hard, even though the photo is basically like a 520p. It's not like a 720p where that's enough resolution to see something. They do that trick all the time. I actually think it's getting worse on YouTube or on eBay. Yeah, it is. It's ridiculous. And I would only buy something on eBay if it was in a holder. Okay, that's why I did that video for the public to view, to show you that I know what I'm talking about. I didn't memorize entire Van World. I've been studying it. I'm really close to knowing a lot of those things. It's just second nature, but once I find something and say it's a rare reverse, I do need to reference on Vam Bible that I created. Okay, it's an easy app to use, and just to reference myself. Oh yeah, that's the reverse. These are the VAMs to look for, and then I just go look at the coin, look for those VAMs, and then I go back to Vam World to verify. You always double and triple check every time, but sometimes the photographs just don't help you even on eBay. I only buy coins and holders now, absolutely, especially online, because, but yeah, but then there's fake holders too. There's some people, it's crazy. Yeah, the fonts, that's easy to pick up, absolutely easy to pick up. I mean, you see the font on this one. You should know. You look at these all the time. If somebody reproduced this and the thickness of the characters aren't correct, the serifs or the non-serif or the font itself is slightly different in any way, or the spacing or the size, you'll pick it up right away. Yeah, it's really hard to recreate something. It's almost impossible without the actual font itself. When I was in electronic publishing, literally we had like an encyclopedia of fonts. There could have been 40,000 different fonts on there. And you have a serif book and a non-serif book that we studied on. And it's crazy. And then you got italic, then you got bold, and it's crazy. It's so easy to pick it out, the fake holders. I look at the Morgan dollars, I'm like, they look like they're made out of aluminum. Just keep what just keep doing what you do as long as you enjoy it. Don't look at it as work. Yeah, you're right. I try to have fun. I try to do what people want. And it's like, I quit once. And on my last video that I did at the time, I had a lot of people like commenting saying, "Hey man, you're great. You need to stay." And then I didn't delete the channel at that time. But then the second time, I want to talk about this really, because literally I was scared about the election. I was scared about who's going to become the president. I was scared about them taxing me, just capital gains crap, unrealized capital gains tax. I didn't want that. Um, I just I just let it go just to protect myself. I just deleted it in case, all these IRS agents have already pointed the finger at me or anything like that, or anybody else. And when I felt like, the smoke was clear, and I'm like thinking, if I want to come back, let's do something a little different. Let's rebrand. I just wanted to do just a couple subjects, and I never had an intent to do live streams. That wasn't even part of it. I wasn't going to show my face anymore. I was going to just do coin shows, coin shops, and VAM education. Literally, that was it. Those three things. And I wasn't going to do live streams. Well, look at me here. I'm showing my face and I'm doing live streams. Am I making a mistake? I don't know. It's like I just keep falling off the wagon, or so to speak. I want to stay on the road. You know what I'm saying? Stay on the road. Don't veer off that path, because I was doing pretty darn good for a while. And I feel like I don't care if I have 3,500 subscribers about. No, I don't. I literally have 300. That's a lie. They're probably all bots or something like that. But a lot of people, you look much better now. I do. Gosh, I couldn't stand myself when I was really like heavy and stuff. I couldn't stand it anymore. But I like that I can just talk about whatever. Yeah, I know it's early morning right now for myself. It is. And yeah, I'm not a very, very religious person. I really, I believe in God. Okay. I believe in Jesus Christ. Okay. But I'm not like a super duper religious person. I don't go to church every Sunday. I should be there right now, but I'm not. Didn't feel like it. Couldn't get my kid out of bed this morning. Didn't want to fight with people and just, we're just going to stay home. We'll watch church on the TV. That's what we did for a little bit. And that was about it. I just think church is nice, but it can be a little overrated at times. It doesn't define you as into what you believe. You don't have to go to church every single Sunday. I know there's probably people out there watching me right now saying you should go to church every day. I'm a witch, lots of laughs. Yeah, you don't have to go to church every Sunday. It's like, did the caveman go to hell because they didn't go to church? Church wasn't even invented. Okay, it's like there's so many Bibles and manuscripts that were written that predate the Bible. Okay, the Holy Bible. It's like I know a lot of stories, and when I watched some stuff that Pirate Stacker's been doing, he's been going so off topic, talking about plants and whatever, nothing about stacking. My buddy Pirate Stacker, I really liked a couple subjects that he was talking about, especially aliens, or what was the other one? I don't know. But the alien stuff, like, got me thinking. I'm like, dude, I've read the 12th planet. I've read all these other things. I know about the Anunnaki. I know about the Sumerians and all this other stuff. I told him, dude, literally, I could go on your live stream and talk about stuff like that. I don't want to do it here. I just don't. I want to stick with just the coin stuff. I have all this stuff I got to send in a PCGS. Okay. Will I do it? I just know it's going to cost me a fortune. I literally just put my truck failed. You guys all know that. My truck failed. That was a lot of money to fix it. So I ended up getting a van. So I put money down on that van, right? And then I just paid my taxes. I'm just kind of tapped out. I'm not like tapped out, like I'm broke. It's just literally the percentage of what I have. I'd say I lost about 12% of my savings. I want it back. I like to be structured in my earnings and do a budget for my business. I like to see it going up. I don't want to see it going flatline and all of a sudden tanking like this. No, because this money is not like business money. This is just entertainment or a hobby money for myself. When I can actually get ahead in life, which is going to happen soon, then we'll start doing these. I know I should probably do it right now, so they come back by September. Anybody else in the chat here? My preacher said God is broke, so give me some money. I know they always want you to give them money. Yes, I only give them like a couple bucks when I go, and then they kind of scoff. That look. I'm like, dude, that's not the point of coming to church. Okay, the point of coming to church is just to worship the Lord. That's it. It's all about money. I mean, look at the Vatican. The Vatican is they're so rich and so powerful. I mean, jewels, rings, gold necklaces, crosses, goblets that are just made out of gold, and their whole city's basically gold and marble and stone and incredible Masonic images and symbols, and it's incredible. But they do believe in aliens. I know that. The Vatican does. They believe in life, not just here. But it's like our Catholic Church does not believe in that. They only believe there's only life here on earth. That's it. How simple-minded do you have to be to only believe that? I believe more like God is the creator of earth and creator of life, not just our life. There's lots of other life out there. It's all about billionaires and And the oligarchs, yeah, I know. The ones that make the money are the ones that control. They have the power. Yes, I don't know. It's like they're kind of linked and they're kind of separated at the same time when it comes to the Vatican and our churches here in America. Um, I don't want to go too in depth about religion at all. Okay, but I'll just make it brief. You know, some churches they just worship Jesus. They say he is God. And it's like, dude, he's the son of God. Why does he pray to his father before he is crucified? That means he was not God in the flesh. He is the son of God. Okay? That's what I believe. And there's a lot of churches that just go the opposite direction. It's all Jesus Christ. Talk about God. Talk about the Old Testament. Nobody does that anymore at church. But I wish they would just have a little more variety. That's all I gotta say. They're just talking about one small portion of the Bible, and it's just Jesus. Okay, the New Testament. Talk about other things. Expand your horizon. Talk about the God of Abraham. Keep on, go back. Go back before the flood. Talk about that kind of God because he's always been there. Okay. I do believe in Revelation. I do believe in basically that Jesus will return again, but he's going to be a vengeful person. He's going to be a conqueror. But you know, that's just my belief. We all believe in that. We all believe in the resurrection. If we're all Christians or whatever. But you know, there's so many other religions that do not believe in Jesus Christ at all. They don't. They just think he's just a prophet. You know, the Muslim and Hindu stuff like that. They don't believe in Jesus Christ. They believe in a different God. You know, but everybody believes in something, and it's up there. Kind of ironic how it's all up there when obviously that's where we find UFOs and there's ancient, you know, old paintings of possible UFOs in those paintings that were painted by Leonardo da Vinci. It's just some crazy stuff. It's just there's so many sightings of these things. It's like how can that be coincidence? Jeez, man, I could just go on too long. I don't want to go this far about human origins and stuff like that. But I'm just since it's Easter, I wanted to talk a little bit about uh, my experiences with church or whatever. But I just don't feel like being like small. Like when I go to church, like they just kind of they make me look like they look down to you basically. You know, I don't like that feeling. I want to feel like I'm part of a brotherhood. You know, they don't make me feel like that. But yet again, I do like the Catholic Church much better. I like the traditional style. I do love the beautiful churches. I love the beautiful statues, and I love that part of it because I went to Lutheran for a long time. I just didn't like it. You know, it was just cheap, boring stuff, and I couldn't stand the singing, and it was kind of like it's like they're making fun of it too much. You know, I didn't like that. I wanted something a little more serious. I know. But then again, I don't want to. Whatever. Catholic people are more strict or stubborn. They are. If you tell them something like, say, science discovered this and that, they'll be like, "What are you talking about?" You know, that's what I'm saying. It's like they're blinded. Like I'd be like, "Well, you know, the Earth's more than 6,000 years old." Oh, really? Prove it. And I'm like, "Well, why don't you prove it to me that it's only 6,000 years old? We've had six different great extinctions in this planet. Like, how can you cram all that in the last 4,500 years?" Um, uh, Adamu, means first human. Lived to 600, 960 years old. So basically, the story throughout the Bible is all these kings throughout from Adam all the way to Noah. All these mostly human beings that lived on this planet lived between 6, 7, 8, 900 years old. That was like the average lifespan. Because back then we were created. Well, Adam was created perfect. Okay, like Jesus created perfect. He was perfect and they had in our time in our world was a different environment at that time before the flood. And so supposedly, like after, during the flood, and everybody's in the ark, they're inbreeding basically. They had to, and that's what shortened our lifespan. That's kind of what they say in Genesis, like you our lifespan got shortened to where it is now, like almost 10 times less than what it used to be. And we're just more susceptible to disease and all that other things. We were made to procreate and build this planet up with more people after that flood, and that's kind of how that personified. Yep, camping. I If I had to pick a church, it would be Catholic. Yeah, I do like it. It almost depends on which city you go to. Like some of them they're more relaxed, and some of them are really strict. Like if you're late, they just like they just stare at you the whole time while they're doing their lecture. They won't they won't let it go. It's ridiculous. And if you don't give them less than $20, I hated that. That's why I'm more in the country and go to a Catholic church. It's a little better, but I don't go all the time. And that's the funny thing. Like literally, if I showed up and I haven't been there for a couple months, what's his name? Matthew. His name was Matthew, priest. Matthias. Yeah, I don't know his name. Dang it, Matthew. I don't remember. You see, that's the thing. I kind of forget his name. Pastor Matthew. Uh, Father. Gosh, dang it. Wake up, Brian. I need another coffee. Pastor Matthew. No, Father Matthew. Why do I keep saying that? Because I used to be Lutheran, so I switched over. But it's a pretty good church, I suppose. But I'm always late. Yeah. Oh, we're there early enough. I guess I should go more. It's just my kids. My kids give me problems. Like my son won't wake up, and then my daughter hates church, and she's like borderline autistic. So it's really tough to get us there. That's the problem, and I don't want to just go by myself. I don't want to just have just me and my wife go, and my son and my daughter stay home while we go to church. I don't. I'd like us all to go together, but it just doesn't work out that way sometimes. But definitely we'll go for a couple months straight, like right through Christmas. From like November all the way through Christmas. We're usually going a lot. I bought two 1898 old Morgan dollars last night, looking cool Vams. Has a really nice die clash. Ooh, cool. And it has the other mint mark extremely off center. Well, does it have an oval O or a round O? I guess that's 1888. Sorry. Well, that's pretty cool. 1898 O. There's a really, really expensive ham, but it's a doubled date. Like look like they took the date and they stamped it twice. It's crazy. It's only on the gray sheet. The gray sheet says it's like $2,000 in like a VF condition. But they recognized every religion. Yeah, yeah, that's good. What is that called? Unitarian Universalists. What about Scientology? You guys know anything about Scientology? I thought that was kind of creepy. I guess a lot of celebrities are going to Scientology. Geez, I could talk about Anunnaki, but I don't want to. Okay, we'll just keep that to myself. I read the 12 Planets, Zachariah Sitchin. I've listened to Lloyd Pye. Everything You Know Is Wrong. It's a 2-hour lecture. I've listened to it many times. I enjoy watching that. Hey, did you see my comment on the prior video? You mean the one I deleted this morning? About the 1878 Morgan dollars? Yeah. You know, when there's a crack bonnet and there's an A1K reverse, it is what it is. It's there. It's just not attributed. No, I'm not big on Scientologists at all. I was just kind of just referring, like, yeah, I think it's kind of crazy. That's kind of like that's a true cult, in my opinion. They don't let you quit the church. They don't. If somebody committed murder within the congregation, you are to keep that a secret. Okay, that's creepy. Like, I can't believe how deep that goes about the Scientology and how it's kind of like the KKK in my opinion. Like, it's a cult. Um, yeah, I deleted it because, if I wake up in the morning and it's 100 views, it's gone. See ya. It tanked. I read them and I left. One person's like, maybe that die crack doesn't quite match. Yeah, like I said, double and triple check your VAMs before you buy. I'm just pointing in the right direction. I'm doing it lightning fast. I went through how many coins? 30, 40 coins? You know, I just can't talk about those things that I'm a genius at when it comes to the VAMs. Nobody wants to watch it. So I have to talk about traditional things. Ooh, cool. Yeah. Just do some show and tell videos. Yeah, cool. Yeah, cool. Hey, how about that penny video? Why did that do so bad? The first one did great. This one, maybe 200 views. Don't worry about the trolls. No, it's not the trolls, man. It's just the performance of the video. I want to know if I need to change my thumbnails or something like that. Make them more attractive. Sometimes I do really good videos and they just don't get viewed. The retention's really poor. And I don't know what to correct that. I still need 1,000 views to be monetized, but that's not the point. I don't need to be monetized. I don't want to this time. I just want to be on here for fun, but at the same time, I feel like I waste my time. If I'm doing a video, I put that much time into it, only 100 people watch it, I know it's going to tank. Because if I don't get like basically 40 to 50 views in the first hour, I know it's going to do bad. It's like, give it more time. No, it's going to do bad. It really will. Thumbnails look pretty good. I appreciate it, but I think I need to find a new design. Really, I do. Maybe if I focus on something more like doing my like my logo I made for my painting business, focus on something like that. Just I'm kind of limited with the Canva that I use for my thumbnails. I kind of just rip off a couple nice ones for free, and I just pull them off, and I just re-edit them, and and just take a snapshot of it instead of paying for it. I enjoy the penny video. I liked it too. I did. I liked both of them. The first box sold. That was great. I got another coin show in May, but I'm going to be busy doing a lot of work, so I don't even know what to do during my downtime. So I just do live streams because it's going to be tough for me to just do videos. And my hands, they get so dirty when I'm working with stain. I could wear gloves, but the stain, literally, if you guys understand, the stain can still get into my gloves. They can absorb right through. I try so hard to keep them clean. I wash and wash and wash with a thinner and also some hand cleaner, and then I come home and take a bath and really scrub down, and I can't get it all off. It takes time to exfoliate off. I'm sorry. I get people that just hate that so much. I'm a painter. That's what I do for a living. I'm sorry. A lot of painters make this look like we're untouchables, you know, because I'm really, really smart with what I do. That's why I get those real high-end jobs. I don't refuse those because I have the ability to do these big jobs, especially woodwork and all that other stuff. A lot of people don't have experience in it. You could do like a 3 to 4 minute video on proof like Morgan you got laying around. I only got a couple, but they're in Anex holders. That's the problem. I got maybe 2 that are in PCGS. That, you know, that would be a good, yeah. How about I take an NGC? I don't even think I have an NGC PL. We could take we can take a PCGS proof like Morgan Dollar, and we can have an ANAX one, and we can just compare for a couple of minutes. Maybe that would be pretty good. Yeah, I'm kind of not liking the ANAX right now. One of my bros was a carpenter, and he had his own construction business. Oh, cool. Um, Yeah, well, that's just what I am for a living. I'm a painter. I just been doing this for the side on a side gig. So I'm just very interested. I've been a coin collector since I was 10 years old. But to go back about Enix, I don't like how they net grade stuff, and like if you have a proof like dollar, you grade it, and it's like a proof like Cameo. I'm like, why did you do that? You know, that doesn't add anything. I don't understand. Like that a Cameo designation is for proof coins only, or they net grade things like it's supposed to be an Unk Details coin, but they'll net grade it down to a 58. I don't like that, man. Just call it as it is. Call it an Unk Details. I don't care. That's cool. You know, just call it as it is. If it's an AU50, don't, you know, or say it's an AU Details or AU50, they'll net grade it down to a 45. Stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? Tom's idea is good. I know. I'm probably gonna do that. I do have a couple examples laying around here. I think I got an 1896. That's a, you know, I have an 1884 New Orleans Morgan Dot, beautifully toned. The front's dimple, back is not even proof like at all, so I never got it. But the obverse looks really good. I had a 1904 O Vince 64 PL, and it didn't really look PL to me, but it got it designated by PCGS. I have only one nice Morgan, probably artificial. We got lots of artificial ones. You know, even those tape toners, if they're natural, they're still pretty good sales. I believe my friend Simon bought one when we were up in Iowa. I think he got it for 50, 60 bucks. He ended up selling it for 150 bucks like a couple days later. He's pretty good at that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that I did that dime video for Coral, Coral the Witch. That was pretty cool. I just handpicked a bunch of dimes for you. So you're gonna have a lot of fun filling that your album. You're gonna get a lot of coins you didn't have. That's gonna be pretty sweet. Yeah, but we got some rare ones in here. I can't remember what I got in here. I'm just gonna look real quick. 42S. I thought I had some really old ones in here. 27S. See, I got a lot of San Francisco's in here. 1930. Those are some pretty good ones. That's what I don't get. It's like everybody. I think you did that fast. Yeah. You see, everybody it seems like almost every dealer's got a 1916D Mercury dime. Not everyone, but a lot of them do. Never ever do you see a 1931S. Never. Do you ever see a 1930? Never. Not even in a 2x2 flip. Never. Hey, what's up? I hope you're doing good. Hey, thanks, Silver Wolverine. I just wanted to just chat about some random stuff for Easter. Yeah, 1931S. I would want one in mint state condition as a Mercury dime. But it's such a nichey thing. If I had it, I don't think anybody'd want it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah, that's pretty good. Um, but geez, I found my first W quarter. It's been 6 years. Found my first W quarter and I put it in my typeset. Um, like I said, I was looking at for some large cents and stuff on eBay because I bought a couple from a coin shop, and he basically took $80 off the lot that I purchased because they just been sitting around for God knows how long. Um, and I've been looking for other ones, and I've just been discovering a lot of them are fake. Indian, large cents, and especially half cents. 1804 half cents. I found like three that are fake, that are raw. So it's like I can't buy on eBay anything raw. I've been saying this earlier in this podcast here. Don't buy anything on eBay that's raw. You have to buy them in a holder. Anex isn't the best for selling. It isn't. That's why I stopped submitting into Anex. I mean, there's been a huge following as a content creator. Now that a lot of these big names out there that are doing coin channels are using Anex. And I kind of got caught into that, but it's like the reality of the situation is this: nobody wants those Anex coins. Um, they just sit around and collect dust. I've been trying to sell them and trade them, and get some gold out of them. Or you got to have coins like these, you know. That's the stuff that sells. You got to have these old green holders or rattlers and stuff like that. Look at this one. You guys know what this is? There's a reason why it's on my desk. Listen to it. It's not even silver. Yeah, I got this one. I bought a whole tube of them, and one of them is a counterfeit. This one's not even made out of silver. I got that at the coin shop too. I'm not going to name the name, but it happens a lot. That's why I don't buy a lot of stuff from that coin shop no more. I've returned so many coins that were fake or copied from another coin, like a 1920 piece dollar. I realized when I got home and used my bright lights, it's fake. I sent it back with my receipt, got full refund. Told them it's fake. Come back a month later, what do I see? It's in the display case again for sale. I didn't like that. Dang, that is right. Dang. I'm just too good at that stuff. I can basically look at a whole bunch of piece dollars and be like, that one's fake. Clean, 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 fake. Oh, why are they in here? I don't know. They just got to get some better eyes and whatever. There's so many fakes. I know. I'm seeing it everywhere. It's tougher to detect it on the computer, but then again, I have to just go to PCGS or any other reputable source of graded examples and look. If I'm seeing some, like the stars, literally the stars on a large cent will tell you if it's fake or not. Because if you see like a flat, pancakey looking star on any of the 13 stars, it's more than likely fake. Really look at it hard. Look for pitting and cratering or something like that. It's gonna look different from corrosion. So those are very similar textures. So you want to look for like pitting, like I said, tooling marks. Look for any really like a raised mark that is in the coin somewhere. It could take some time to find that, but I do find it. I found an 1849 half cent that had two tooling marks on it, and I was like, geez, it's in great shape. They only wanted $30 for it. That was another red flag, because it should be about $500-600 for that coin. But anyway, um, what time is it? Oh, you have a clock. I'm probably gonna get going, guys. This was a pretty good video, actually. But I'm gonna work on a different design for my thumbnails. I think that's really gonna help. I do like doing live streams and just talking to see what people want. You're, am I still buying 2023 Peace and Morgans? No, no, I'm not. We're literally paying, I think, $60 for them right now. And we're trying to sell them for 70, $75. That's really where the market is in the box with COAs and everything. It's $60. I know you're paying 85 to 90 from the US Mint, but that's where the market has fallen for those. They can't dink VAMs. They can't fake VAMs. You're right. That's why I can instantly pick up a Morgan dollar if it's fake, because of die cracks and certain VAMs on mint mark placement. It's so easy for me. It's that font incorrect, the placement's incorrect. I know it's fake automatically within a tenth of a second. It just gives a red flag to me. I've seen these things for so many times, for so many years. I can't tell you how many Morgan dollars a day I see over the course of 15 years that I doubt I'd ever have bought a fake Morgan dollar in my life. Peace dollar I have once, and that was 28, and I sent it back. Got my money back, got something else like gold or another Morgan dollar. Okay, happy Easter, everybody. Eat lots of ham, and gosh, what else am we gonna have today? I really love Brussels sprouts. Maybe some mashed potatoes. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, I'll just listen to my uncle's boring stories. Hey, Brian, you staying busy? How many miles you got in your truck? And they ask me the same question every year. All right, guys, have a great Thanksgiving, and I hope your family doesn't annoy you too much. Hope you don't eat too much, and hope you have a good time and spend it with your kids. See you next time. Thank you.